share how Dolores and I met really quickly. I was in New Orleans and I needed a place to stay, and I asked the community, "Do you know anyone who could accommodate me?" They said, after thinking, they said, "Yes, we know a lady. Her name is Dolores. Give her a call and just let her know what you're here doing in New Orleans with Hurricane Katrina happening." I did that. I met Dolores. She told me, come over, use my house, please, no questions, just like she had known me for years. We met there, and then later on, I found out she had a meditation center in or near Macomb, Mississippi, correct, Dolores?
Yes,
Yes. So then I started traveling there. So that's how we met. And that's going to bring us up to Dolores sharing with you about the travel her and I did in 2018 in Belize, Central America. Take it away, Dolores.
Okay, so Chikesha had told me a lot about Belize, how beautiful it was, and how much she loved going there. And I had noticed over the last few years that she traveled there quite often. So when she told me she was going to be there around the beginning of October, I just booked a flight and ended up joining her there. And I actually arrived a few days before she did, so I rented a car from the airport. And having never been in Belize, I drove about 4 hours from the airport to this little town. What's the name of the town, Chikesha?
Hopkins Village.
Hopkins Village. So I drove from the airport to Hopkins Village, which took about 3.5 to 4 hours. And this little village is very quaint. It's right on the ocean. And I was able to book a really nice room, and truly enjoyed my time there. I would recommend that you take time to go and visit Belize. Then I drove all the way to the south of Belize and visited another town and just really had a wonderful time meeting people and experiencing the delicious food and the warm climate and the ocean breeze.
Wow. So you rented a car, Dolores, and you drove from the airport to Hopkins Village. What were the roads like?
The road was surprisingly wonderful. It was. There were times when I was on the road by myself for a long periods of time, so there was no traffic, and that was good because I like to drive fast. But the thing is that there weren't many people to ask for directions. But I was able to find my way without getting lost, so that was wonderful.
Great. And also, everyone, I had a chance to introduce Dolores and my good friend Cynthia Thompson together, and Cynthia was able to share some things with Dolores. If you could put them in like topics or categories, what would you say the things that she covered with you, Dolores?
I think the most impressive thing for me was her willingness to travel all over from city to city, organizing to help people to improve their standard of living and their way of life. I mean, she's really dedicated to helping people to improve themselves, and I was very touched by her energy, personality, character, and her willingness to just be there for others.
Yes, that's Cynthia. if you could share two things that were fun or interesting for you in traveling with me.
One thing was the food. I found this restaurant that where I had a delicious fish dinner right on the ocean, and that was great. And also meeting the women from this, a couple of the women from this women's co-op. That was really inspiring for me to see that they, on their own, acquired this property on the ocean, that they built this restaurant, that they have a couple of places to rent out to tourists. That was like really inspiring for me to meet them and to see all that they had done. They were the first women's co-op in Belize. And just to see their dedication to uplifting themselves and others and providing delicious food and a beautiful place to stay right on the ocean, that was really inspiring for me.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Dolores, for your compliments and such a vivid description of your experience. And as you were saying, this is Sandy Beach Cooperative. And what was interesting is they built the restaurant and a fire destroyed it at one time, and they rebuilt it a second time. And Cynthia wanted this to be possible because women had children and family, and for them to become independent, they needed to include being able to still be a mother, not to let the motherness out of this whole situation. And Cynthia really was a champion for that. And the other thing about the food, we were eating authentic Garifuna food. So these ladies prepared the food in their homes that Dolores spoke of, and they're using all original utensils, types of utensils that women many years ago used. So Dolores and I were able to see them making something like food in the kitchen. And it was just breathtaking to see this part of nature being brought forward in this time period where technology is so alive. So I just thank everyone and want to invite you to come and travel with Chakesha. And I want to bring to you everything that Dolores got and the things that you will bring in your interaction with me. So I'm looking forward to you